Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Uchamamuna Chimso. I'm here today to talk about the topic audience demography. And some people might know what audience demography is, some people might not know. Here, when you mention the word audience demography, what does it mean? I'll say audience demography simply means the characteristics of a group of people that you want to reach, serve, or market to. That's your goods that you want to sell. Those customers you are aspiring to have and sell your goods to. The process you reach them, the process you serve them, and the process you market your goods to them is what demography is all about. When you talk about audience demography, it centers on it centers on questions like how old are your customers, your future buyers, how old they are they male or female, where do they live, what is their occupation? You understand? Put all these things into consideration before reaching your audience. When you don't consider all these steps or ask these questions, that's the reason why sometimes when you display your when you are done asking these questions, confirming them, you can be able to get your audience, your targeted audience, the age range at which you want your product to target. You'll be able to get a desired result. Let's say in Imo State, young people are generally considered to be those between the age of 13 to 34. And in this audience demographic I'm trying to explain, compare the youngest people that the platform or the social media that have the youngest people in them. Let's say from the age of, when you say youngest people, you talk about the age of 13 to 34. You talk about 13 to 34 years old, especially this Gen Z, those people, you see that, they one or two on social media. You talk about the Gen Z, the young millennium, the Gen Z age, the Gen Z age, this thing starts from 13 to 28, while the young people starts from 13 to 34, and the younger millennium start from 29 to 34. The highest social media platform when you talk about the highest social media platform these days. So when you are able to calculate this, you come to ask which platform or which social media handle has the youngest people in it. When you talk about the youngest, you talk about YouTube. When you go to YouTube, you can see a child of 15 years playing one or two. Then when you talk about the YouTube, it has the overall, when I mean the overall, YouTube has the overall reach among the young people. After YouTube, come to talk about Instagram. Instagram is extremely popular among you can get your audience, participants there are much more. Let's say YouTube is like 95%. It occupies 95% of young people in our society. Then we talk of Instagram. Instagram has up to 80 to 85% of the youngest youths in them. Then after these two, but the most, the overall is YouTube. After those two, you now start having TikTok, one of them. So what I understand in this audience demography is when you want to target your audience, you be specific, you specify, you make your, let's say as I'm doing this video now, I'm targeting people. So in all, in audience demography and the social media that has the youngest people in them is YouTube. That's the overall social media that has the youngest people in them. So when a marketer wants to target an audience, maybe somebody that sells a necklace, you target YouTube, whichever post or this thing you post to target your audience. From there, you get your desired results. And when you want to talk about other brands and other products, you understand there are other platforms that has the age range of the people you want to target. I think with this little point of mine, I've been able to explain, talk about what audience demography is all about and the social media handle that has the youngest people on them. Thank you. Keep watching, keep sharing, keep liking. See you in my next video. Thank you. See you another time. Bye. Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Uchamamunachim. So today I'm going to be talking about how to develop an audience persona. Mind you, audience persona and customer or buyer persona are the same thing. Okay, here I will first of all define what audience persona is. I'll say to my own understanding and from what I learned from the teachings, I would say audience persona is a fictional representation of your ideal customer base, based on real data, research and assumptions. Here, if you're conducting a research on audience persona, we think of it as creating a detailed profile of your ideal customers. Instead of marketing to everyone, you identify exactly who is most likely to buy your product or services. Here, for example, if you are selling a gold necklace in Imo State, your audience persona might look like, let's say you talk about the name, let's say, okay, name Choma, age range 24 years, gender. Okay, when you talk about the age, you talk about the gender, is it female or male? You talk about the location of the person, is it in Owerri or in Imo State, or is it in Abuja FCT, and all that. Then the occupation of the person, is it a student or a part-time entrepreneur, and the average income earner of the person, Is it 20k monthly or is it 50,000 naira monthly? Then the interest of the person, is it fashion, is it Instagram beauty trends, goals and other looks, attractive and other fashionable this thing. Then you think, talk about the challenges. Then the challenges, the budget limited budget but wants quality jewelry, you understand. Then you talk about their preferred social media this thing activities, the one they engage on. You can look at for Facebook, you can look at for YouTube, Instagram, TikToks and all the rest of them. In these examples now will help one to create art and content that speak directly to people like trauma, you understand. Okay, after this, their step-by-step approach to, you know, their step-by-step approach or processes for developing an audience persona. Here the first step is, you know, identifying your products or services. Here you ask a question. Okay, you discuss about their step by step. That is number one, identifying your products or services, whereby asking some questions like what am I selling, who needs it, how does it benefit them most, or how do they benefit from it most. You understand? These are the questions you ask in the steps you take like when developing an audience persona. Also, you gather demographics information. When you talk about the demographics, it tells you who they are. It talks about who they are. You understand? Here you research about their age, their gender, their location, their education, occupation, income level, etc. In this demographic information, the things you talk about there is their age, their occupations, income level, earners, and other things. When you are done with that, you also consider understanding psychographics psychographics. Like when you talk about psychographics, you talk about what they think. You understand what they think, like their interests, their hobbies, their values, their lifestyles, their personalities, sorry, etc. They may love fashion. When you talk about their personalities, example, they might like fashion, they might like, enjoy taking pictures, looking fashionable, being, level up and all that. That's what. Okay, yeah, when you are done, talking about their psychographic this thing, then you consider the another step by identifying their goals. You identify their goals. Yeah, it talks about what are they trying to achieve. Somebody who is into gold necklace, who is into selling gold necklace. When you are selling gold necklace to your customers, what do you expect from them? The people that patronize you understand, you identify their goals by showing what they achieve by buying the gold necklace. That is what it means here. You talk about what they are trying to achieve. Some might be to look attractive, it might be to build audience, stand out among friends, look beautiful, look fashionable, meet up with peer groups and other stuff. Those are the things you consider. You follow the steps in developing your audience persona. Another step Another step also is, there are so many steps, but I can't really talk about all of them here. Also, I'm also learning. So, in any part I didn't do right or explain very well, please in the comment section correct me with love. So we were asked to compare this. Okay, in this audience persona, we are asked to compare it between Chat GTP and Cloud AI, to know which one that is more detailed in explaining. For me, I would say that Chat GTP is more detailed. Also, Cloud AI is detailed also, but is basically, concentrate more on a long storytelling and explanations. But Chat GTP will go straight to giving you the detailed informations of what you want as an audience persona developer. You understand? So here I would say Chat GTP tends to be stronger for interactive business planning. Yeah, it's more stronger, for interactive business planning, market analysis, customer segmentation, and building persona step by step. While in Cloud AI, it often excels at processing a very long document and producing detailed summaries and reports. So for me, if I want to develop an audience persona, I will use ChatGPT because it will not be going too much into details, but ChatGPT will go straight to it, give you a short something that you can grab, well explained. So I will say that for me, if I want to develop a audience persona or customer persona, I will say ChatGPT will be easy for me to use, giving me the details I want. You understand? So I don't know, my interest and another person's interest cannot be the same, but for me, you can try it. ChatGPT goes more on details, is stronger for interactive business planning, on market analysis, customer segmentations, building personas step by step. It will give you a direct step by step on how to develop an accurate audience persona without making you be confused about what you want to do, giving you so many stories or ideas that will be difficult for you to choose. So I think I will be stopping here for today. Thank you for always being with me, viewing my assessment, and I believe that with the little I have learned in my digital marketing skill acquisition, I can be able to come out tomorrow and do well in digital marketing. So learn from me, I'll also learn from you. Thank you and God bless you. See you next time. Please view, like, and share for others to learn too. For me to also learn, because the more you share, I get the replies to correct myself. Thank you. Bye. So I will say that for me, if I want to develop a audience persona or customer persona, I would say ChatGPT will be easy for me to use, giving me the details I want. You understand? So I don't know, my interest and another person's interest cannot be the same, but for me, you can try it. ChatGTP goes more on details, it's stronger for interactive business planning, on market analysis, customer segmentations, building personas, step by step. It will give you a direct step by step on how to develop an accurate audience persona without making you be confused about what you want to do, giving you so many stories or ideas that will be difficult for you to choose. So I think I will be stopping here for today. Thank you for always being with me, viewing my assessment, and I believe that with the little I have learned in my digital marketing skill acquisition, I can be able to come out tomorrow and do well in digital marketing. So learn from me, I'll also learn from you. Thank you, and God bless you. See you next time. Please view, like, and share for others to learn too. I need to also learn, because the more you share, I get the replies to correct myself. Thank you. Bye.